I knew if I showed up to you as king, you would have done anything to impress me. Thou, I would have never known what was truly in your heart. Good morning, respectful director, deputy director, judges, teachers, parents, and all my beloved friends. My name is Thim Ikleang. I am a student from Level 5A Adults at Elegant International School. Today, I am very happy to share and tell you all a story. The title of my story is The King and the Beggar. Once upon a time, there was a country which was ruled by a king who had no son to succeed to the throne. Since the king was getting old, he wanted to select a suitable successor to rule the country. The king sent notices throughout his country. In the notices read that every qualified young man was invited for an interview with the king. The only qualification that the candidate should have is immense love for their fellow human beings. Every young man in the country was excited at the possibility of being the new ruler of the country. A poor young man from a remote village also read the notice and wanted to prepare for an interview with the king. The man was kind, hardworking, but he was poor due to many circumstances. The man knew that if he showed up to the king in his old dirty clothes, he wouldn't be accepted. So the man worked hard and managed to gather enough money to buy clothes. When the man set out on his journey, he set out almost at the palace, but he saw a poor beggar man sitting by the side of the road. The beggar sat trembling in the cold, covered in only tattered rugs. The man couldn't stand seeing the beggar in this pathetic situation that he immediately stripped his new attire and offered it to him. He also gave his very limited food that he prepared for the journey. Since the man had given up his good clothes to the beggar, he was a bit hesitant to go for an interview. But the man somehow managed to gather enough courage and entered the palace. Inside the palace, the king's attendant brought the man to the great hall. After a short rest to clean off the journey's grime, the man was admitted to the throne room. When the king entered the room, the man bowed low, but when he looked up again, he was shocked to see that the king resembled the beggar that he helped. The king saw the shock in the man's eyes and said, "Yes, I was the beggar that you helped." The beggar man said, "Why would you dress up as a beggar? You are a king." "Well, why would you do this to me?" the man stammered after gaining some conclusion. The king said, "I knew if I showed up to you as king, you would have done anything to impress me. Thou, I would have never known what was truly in your heart. Giving things out without expecting anything in return is the sign of a kind heart. This country needs a ruler who is willing to sacrifice anything for the country's own good." The end. The moral of my story is kindness is more important than wisdom, and the recognition of this is the beginning of wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ikleang. Thank you so much for your story. Let me invite Mr. Pripseha. Please ask him any questions.
Okay, thank you, Mr. again. Hello, good morning, Leang.
Yes, good
You
morning.
are a great
teacher.
boy in my heart.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So, come to the question. What is the moral of the story?
The moral of my story is kindness is more important than wisdom, and the recognition of my story is the beginning of wisdom.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you very much.